Chapter 12. Natural Disasters. Let's learn about natural disasters. Volcanoes, tidal waves, rescue and relief, earthquakes, droughts and floods. Effects of natural disasters. Managing a natural disaster. Natural disasters. A disaster is a sudden event that causes a lot of damage. Natural disasters are caused by extreme conditions of weather or changes that take place inside the earth. Strong winds, heavy rainfall, extreme temperature and changes inside the earth can seriously damage environment, life and property and cause sufferings for a long period. Let us learn about some natural disasters that can affect our lives in a big way. Earthquakes. The earth's crust looks like a single piece of rock, but actually it is made up of a number of big and small pieces called tectonic plates. These plates float on the mantle and molten magma layer of the earth. The plates keep moving slowly past each other. The edges of these plates are rough and sticks to each other by the force of friction. As the plates keep on moving, a stress or pull force develops. Finally, when the forces of stress become more than the forces of friction, the edges get released. The energy that is released forms waves like ripples in a pond. These waves are called seismic waves. It sends shivers through the ground, making it quiver. Then there is an earthquake. The location under the earth where an earthquake starts is called the hypocenter. The point on the earth's surface directly above the place where the earthquake starts is called the epicenter. Earthquakes are recorded by an instrument called seismograph, and the recording is called a seismograph. The strength or magnitude of an earthquake is measured by the Richter scale. The Richter scale has magnitude leaves from 1 to 8. The magnitude of an earthquake increases with increases in the level in the Richter scale. The Richter scale. Magnitude. Type of earthquake. 1 to 2.9 micro. 3 to 3.9 minor. 4 to 4.9 light. 5 to 5.9 moderate. 6 to 6.9 strong. 7 to 7.9 major. 8 and above great. In a modern earthquake, we can experience the rattling of utensils, creaking of doors and breaking of window panes. In a strong earthquake, the walls collapse, power lines break, Bridges get destroyed, the ground cracks, and deep gaps appear on the ground. Many of these can be avoided by better construction, safety systems, and evacuation planning. Infobit. The rule you should follow during an earthquake is drop, cover, and hold on. During earthquakes, drop to the floor, take cover under a sturdy table, and hold on to it firmly. Be prepared to move with it until the shaking stops. It reduces the risk of death or injury. Volcanoes. Volcanoes are the outlets in the Earth's surface for hot molten magma inside the Earth. When the volcano erupts, hot magma or lava bursts out to the surface through a vertical funnel called a vent. Infobit. Barren Island is the only active volcano in the Indian subcontinent. It is located in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Sometimes the lava spreads covering an entire region. On cooling, lava solidifies and forms rocks. The magma inside the earth is very hot. A lot of pressure builds up under the crust due to the heat. This happens over several years. The hot magma then bursts out of the crust. For the sake of understanding, you may link the volcano eruption to the working of a pressure cooker. When the pressure builds up in a pressure cooker while cooking, the regulator on the lid lifts up and steam is released. Types of volcanoes. According to the level of activity, volcanoes can be of three types: active, dormant, and extinct. Active volcanoes are those which erupt quite often. Many active volcanoes are found around the Pacific Ocean, forming an area called the Pacific Ring of Fire. Mount Etna in Italy, Mount Erebus in Antarctica, and Barren Island in the Andaman Sea in India are some of the active volcanoes. Dormant volcanoes are those that have not erupted for a long time but may erupt any time. Droughts and floods. A drought is caused when there is very little or no rainfall for a long time. The amount of water in rivers, lakes, dams and wells drop and there is little water for living things to use. A drought can lead to crop failure and therefore food shortage. Thus is called a famine. Flood is the overflowing of river water on land. India is the most flood-affected nation after Bangladesh. The main causes of floods are excessive rain, change of river course, melting of snow on mountains due to a long summer, landslide and cyclone. Due to waterlogging and unhygienic conditions, germs spread and there is an outbreak of diseases such as jaundice, malaria and cholera. Tidal waves. Tidal or storm waves are also called tsunami, pronounced tsunami, the Japanese name given to them. They are caused by an undersea earthquake or by a severe hurricane or cyclone. Storm waves from the sea come rolling towards the shore. They cause destruction on the seashore in seconds. Tidal waves as high as 15 meters have been recorded. If there is already a high tide, then the storm waves hit the land. They can cause severe damage. These giant waves travel at a speed of 800 kilometers per hour. This results in destruction of life and property in the area. Effects of natural disasters. Loss of life and property. Loss of means of livelihood. Spread of diseases due to contaminated air, water and food. Transport and communication is affected as electric wires get snapped. Rescue and relief. If a natural disaster strikes an area, the government makes arrangement for evacuation, that is, removal of people from disaster affected areas. Helicopters are used to rescue by airlifting people stranded in the affected area. Immediate relief is supplied in the form of food, shelter, clothing, water and medical services. Rehabilitation of displaced victims is done by finding shelter, clothing, jobs and slowly rebuilding their lives. Relief and rescue operations are carried on by the government and international organizations like the UN, United Nations, and USAID, United States Agency for International Development, and also by NGOs. The community as a whole also provides relief by contributing money, medicines, food and clothing. Managing a natural disaster. In times of natural disasters, our courage, strength and human spirit are put to test. You have to try and do the following if you are affected directly by a natural disaster. Keep yourself alive, help people if possible, approach rescue and relief workers as soon as you can. Remain calm and positive. Seek help yourself from any available source. If a natural disaster has occurred in a place and you are not directly affected, you could lend a helping hand by organizing donations through government or NGOs to reach the affected people. Donate food, clothing, blankets, medicines, footwear or anything that may be helpful. Encourage others around you to do the same. Key points. A disaster is a sudden event that causes a lot of damage. Earthquakes, drought and flood, volcanic eruptions are natural disasters. Natural disasters cause loss of life and property. Rescue and relief after a natural disaster are organized by the government, NGOs, international organizations and the community. Victims of a natural disaster need to be rescued and rehabilitated.